Morning, Miss Beauty Cult here. This morning I'm going to share with you a product that I really love. It's the Mineral Tinted Moisture by Aveda. A couple of reasons why I love the product. Not only does it give amazing coverage, it's full of yellow, so I've got another redness in my skin, and this covers it beautifully. It's light, it's oil-free, and it's got an SPF of 15, which is a huge benefit when you're wearing makeup in the summertime. For me, with my mobile business, I do a lot of driving, so my face is exposed to the sun, and I'd rather skip all of the steps and just have one step if I can, and this does it for me. So it's a quick thing that I like to do every morning, just apply this, and I don't even need another foundation when I'm using this tinted moisture. So it's a really great product. And this morning I'm just going to do a quick demonstration for you so that you can see the results that I've fallen in love with, and I'll get started. So the bottle is actually super easy to use. It's just a squeeze bottle. So what I like to do is squeeze it on the back of my hand. You're welcome if you're using a palette at home. That's great too. I don't have one in front of me, but sometimes I like to use one. And I like to do a sponge application. So basically, I'm just dipping my sponge in the tinted moisturizer on the back of my hand there. And you'll see that I've covered the sponge with product. And the sponges do tend to absorb a little bit of the product, but it's not all of it. And you can use your fingers as well if you prefer that method of application. This product doesn't need a lot of warming up. So unlike a concealer, you don't need to really work it with your hands. You can use a sponge or your fingers. You can also use a concealer brush or a foundation brush if you prefer. Whatever you like to do. The product is it's really flexible that way. So we'll start. We'll start here. I'm just going to show you. I'm going directly under my eyes first. The light might be a little bit weird, so you can't exactly see everything that I'm doing. Now, when I go under my eyes, I definitely do like to use my fingers, but I'll pat that. I'm not going to wipe the product away just because it's such a waste of product. I mean, you see people wiping their makeup on, and essentially what you're doing is just, wiping it off of your face. So just make sure to use your fingers gently under your eyes when you're applying. There we go. And I just like to pat it all of my favorite areas, the cheeks, under your eyes, your forehead, this little area right in behind your nose where you get often some red and dryness. Another great benefit to this product is that, you don't even have to prep your skin with a moisturizer. You can though, if your skin's feeling really dry and you want to double up on the products, you can do a full preparation with a moisturizer, whatever you do in the morning, whether it's a cleanse, exfoliation, and a moisturizer, you can do that. And another benefit is that the product doesn't feel too heavy once you get into layering the products. So feel free to do that. And basically, and immediately you feel this infusion of moisture into your skin, and it covers at the same time. So it's just a great product. And I was never a big fan of tinted moisturizers before this Aveda Tinted Moisture that I found. Simply because I have so much redness. The light right now isn't showing that, but I've got a lot of broken blood vessels here in my cheeks, and I had a hard time with the tinted moisturizer. Finding one that would cover that redness really well, and this one does the trick for me. It's got a lot of yellow, which covers the red beautifully. I know that I mentioned that before, but I'm just so impressed with the product, and I love wearing it. It feels very light, and it does dry with a dewy finish. And so if you prefer to have the matte finish, you can definitely follow it up with a powder. From time to time, if I'm feeling like I really want that extra coverage on my skin and that sort of full coverage look, I'll follow it up with a mineral powder. One of my favorite products to use that I've used for about 6 years now is the Eminence Sun Defense Mineral Powder. This has a 30 SPF in it, and not only does it cover beautifully, it's completely organic. It's 100% paraben free, as is the Aveda. So it doesn't cause any irritation to my skin. I've got a really sensitive skin, and so for me, this is an amazing product. Combined with the tinted moisture, I get a perfect finish. And basically, I'm just going to go in my typical areas, the ones that got quite shiny. So my cheeks, under my eyes, I like to set that because you'll find sometimes if you don't set your makeup under your eyes, you'll get a little bit of creasing. I haven't found that with the tinted moisture, but just out of habit, I like to make sure that I cover in those areas. And also, I wanted to talk about the packaging for a second. This is very convenient. You can carry this around in your purse. You can keep it in your makeup bag. Unlike the other mineral powders, some of them are packaged in sort of, gosh, I'm using the word right now, in the containers, and you can, with the screw top lids, you can take them off, but I find that they make a huge mess all over my my bathroom sink, and I'm always wiping it up and getting the mineral powder off, and it stains really easily because it's the pigment of the minerals really get your counters messy. So I love this simply because it's got the brush, and you just push that open, and then the product, you don't need to push the top, but this essentially blows the product to the bottom into the brush. But the product keeps flowing unless it's clogged. I've never had a problem with clogging before, so I don't really need to use that. And I'm using Peaches and Cream in number 3. This is perfect for my skin tone, but I will go into number 4, which is a little bit darker in the summertime. As well with the tinted moisturizer, I forgot to mention that I was using the number 2. Oops, that's upside down. The Beechwood. Now, the Beechwood color is really compatible with most light olive skin tones. And then in the summertime, I'll use number 3, which is called Sweet Tea. And that's perfect for me once I've got a little bit of a tan happening. But now it's the middle of September, and I'm sort of losing any color that I might have had. So I just wanted to share those products with you, and you can definitely feel free to ask any questions. Try them out. Let me know what you think. If you've had an experience with them before, and you wanted to troubleshoot something. Oh, as far as the application goes, then feel free to get in touch. You can email me, Alicia at beautycalls.ca. You'll find my contact info on my YouTube page as well. You can also check out beautycalls.ca for lots of product reviews, tips, and information about different things when it comes to makeup. So thank you for watching, and we'll see you again soon.